Hello everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I'm here for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 3, Episode 14. So Monique, she is cataloging her kids' clothes since she doesn't trust that Chris can put an outfit together for the kids, and she's not trying to have her kids out here looking raggedy. You know, they're a reflection of her. You're not going to have my baby out here without going rain boots and a tutu. It's just not going to work. You're not going to be doing that with a cowboy hat on. No, we're not doing that. So I'm going to take a picture. And I'm going to make sure that my brother get this. And you're going to get their oils together. They need to take these oils 3 times a day. Before school, after school, before bed. That may not be in the order or what that she said. But you got to get these babies their oils, okay? She was saying how when her son was 1 year old, he kept on getting these sinus infections. And the doctor wanted to put him on antibiotics. And she was like, no, she's not going to be pumping her kids with any antibiotics. We're going to go a more natural route. So she did her research and found some different oils that kicked it in 3 days. Now, let me tell you, my fully grown self had a sinus infection and didn't know it was a sinus infection. I just thought that something was wrong with my tooth and I needed to go to the dentist. I mean, it started off like my tooth was aching, and then it was on full-on throb. Then it was like I was laid out for like 3 or 4 days. Like, just the effort of sitting up straight was like to took your girl out. And then on top of that, my nephew, I was babysitting, which, why y'all leave me in charge of this doggone 3-year-old child while I have a sinus infection? Who decided that this was a good idea? But that's not the point. I'm trying to lay down, and like every 2 minutes he would come in, Auntie. And he would tell me some random thing that he was watching on Pocoyo, because Pocoyo was his show back then, even though it was like 7 minutes long, which I couldn't stand, because that means I had to get up before he knew how to work doggone the Wii remote and fix everything. But anyway, a sinus infection ain't no joke. Girl was out for like a week. Like, the process of sitting up straight was too much. So I was like, I know that baby was suffering. I didn't know it was a sinus infection till I was at the end of my sinus infection. I was cleared up. I was like, if I would have went to the doctors and got some antibiotics and got that cleared up quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I didn't know what it was, and I was too fit to try to figure it out. But I'm like, I like that she's, trying to do a more natural thing. Because I think I heard, like, the more antibiotics we use, like, the weaker our immune system is. That's why we always catching colds and flus and everything else under the sun. But she's trying to keep and make sure our kids are healthy and taken care of without pumping it with medicine. I was like, okay, I get that. So, yeah, I have a question. Like, am I the only one who likes to be comfortable when flying? I have on jeans, a nice loose fitting shirt, and some flats. If it's cold where I'm going or chilly, I got on a jacket. I'm not in leather coats, high heels, and none of that. I'm trying to be comfortable because I know I got to go through the checkpoint, and I ain't trying to take off no sneakers. Flats will come off quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm trying to be comfortable on my flight. So why are we in leather jackets? Why are we in high heels? You got to walk through the airport. And when I fly, I have to go through the Atlanta airport. I'm not trying to be looking cute trying to walk through the airport. I'm just trying to be comfortable so I can get to point A or point B. But okay. But now Giselle, she feeling some type of way because Candace and Sheree, they decided, okay, it was 3 tickets left in first class. Let's get these tickets. Her feeling is, hey, we own this girl's trip together. Why y'all separating yourself from that? And that's already strike one. She was already mad about going, but anyway. But Monique was saying how her and Chris, they always get into a fight on her birthday. Every year never fails. They're always fighting on her birthday. And they had an argument before they left. And it's kind of like weighing on her. Like, she done left and they haven't resolved their issues. But she's out here, traveling with her girl. But anyway, she's trying to get over that. That's why she in first class. Nobody paid for her ticket but herself. And her and Sharice figured, if we gonna be on this long flight, I want to be in comfort. But like Giselle and Robin, like, they was nice and comfortable. Them seats look better than the seats I done been on the plane. But of course, I was only on a 2-hour flight, so it wasn't gonna be that outlandish. But anyway, so she lets them know, okay, I know we just got off this like 9-hour flight, but we finna get on a helicopter because why drive 45 minutes when you go fly in a helicopter for 7 minutes? I was like, see, I get that because when I'm traveling, I want to just get there. I don't want to be taking too long. I want to get from point A to point B the fastest as possible. And I would have been that person. Yeah, I just got off this flight, but I will be on this helicopter for 7 minutes. And I'm not paying for it. Okay, sure, let's get on this helicopter so I can get to my hotel. So I can take a shower and I can eat something and go to sleep. That's what my thinking would have been at that point, because I hated traveling. Me and my husband drove for Christmas to visit my mama in Georgia, and I kid you not, it took us 13 hours. And I found out long ago that 9 hours is my limit. Once we get to the 9 hour limit, I'm ready to pull out my hair. I'm ready to jump out the car. I just want the ride to be over. So I get there, take a flight now. I could be at my mama's house in like 5 hours, 2 hours on the plane, 2 hours from Atlanta to Columbus, and then maybe 15 minutes to my mama's house. I say 5 hours. You never know what traffic you gotta enter that in. I know y'all ain't really care about that, but hey, I understand the thinking. I'm trying to get to my hotel as fast as I could, and if I had the money, I would have did the same. So we done had something to eat. We're discussing what we're going to do the next day. Okay, we're going to go to a distillery that makes essential oils, since that's what Monique is all about. And on the top of that, we're going to go to, a perfume area. So I figured, Karen, she got her perfume line going. This would be nice for her. Now, Karen's in her friends. See, this is what grown folks do. They think about us. This is a shot at Giselle and Robin. But Giselle wants to know, what stages are you in with your perfume line? And if anybody else had asked the question, I think Karen, her answer would have been a lot different than that's none of your business. It's in the effort. It's in the area it's supposed to be. It's in the stage it's supposed to be. Am I all in your business? We just asked the question. She didn't ask it shadily. She didn't be like, what stage is your perfume line in? She just wanted to know. We talking about perfume. What stage is your perfume in? Then we had to teach Karen how to twerk. I'm like, why? If she hasn't caught it on now, she surely ain't gonna catch it on just watching y'all from this 2 minutes what's going on, but okay. But I do have a question. Why is everybody eating nobody's eating at the table? There is a perfectly good dining room table right over there in Monique's suite that she has. This penthouse, I should say. Nobody's eating at the table. Everybody's got plates and laps. Why are we doing this? Why is Ashley drinking from a straw with a beer bottle? When do we, I don't drink beer, or I don't drink period, but I didn't think that, you would be, drinking beer from a straw. Didn't think that, but hey. But Ashley says, Matt, Karen's friend, well, he was at some bar, because we got to talking about, partners and who you trust and all that stuff. She's like, I trust Matt. Matt is my business partner, my friend, my person that takes me shopping, the person that shows me how to text, all that stuff. That's what Matt is. But Ashley's looking like, you need better friends, because Matt, he was out at the bar and got drunk and said that you was living in an apartment, but you ain't heard that from me. And then Sharice get the co-sign and talk about Ray owned this apartment before he got married to Karen, and word on the curb is that, she's living in that townhouse apartment that he got, and they just fronting with that bigger house that they got. They show her in every once in a while. That's just all a front. She's really living in that townhouse. So I was like, okay. But Karen's like, the only townhouse I live in is a townhouse connected to my house. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything in the world, but maybe she was thinking of pool house. I don't know. What's it called? A house in the backyard? You know what I'm talking about, y'all, where it's the big house, and then y'all got the house in the backyard, like an in-law suite type of house. But that, you was supposed to know that the only townhouse I live in is a townhouse connected to my house. I was like, no, that's just a part of your house. That's not a connection in your house. But anyway. So, we going back and forth of where she lived at. But Sharice is in her confessionals talking about some, y'all did notice that Karen didn't bring any of her furniture from that Potomac house to the new one, right? only reason you do that is because it's a staged furniture. But y'all didn't hear this from me. I'm like, ooh, Sharice, you being messy. But I did catch what you were saying. Like, why, if you genuinely, when you move, generally, can't talk. Generally, when you move, whatever furniture you have in one house, you take it to another house. But Karen didn't do that. She got all new furniture, which is making everybody look like, what are you hiding? I'm not saying that they are. So Giselle goes in on about how we supposed to be on this group trip, even though I didn't want to hang with y'all, but y'all was out here in first class. I had the option of getting first class, but I figured since we was on a group trip that I wasn't going to hang out with y'all anyway, but I didn't take it. I'm like, so what? But she lets them know. Me and Chris, we had a fight the night before. We always fight on my birthday. She get to tearing up and everything. We always fight. I shouldn't say that because this was like a little... She was hurt about this. But it was like, girl, you should have just said that. Maybe, y'all always fight on your birthday because your birthday is all about you. But I'm like, that's what it's supposed to be. If it's your birthday, it's supposed to be about you. That's what, like, I'm not saying you're supposed to be out here wilding out and acting all kinds of several fools. But no, if it's your birthday, it's supposed to be about you. And, Giselle was in her response like, I know that, your husband was used to being catered to, and now you coming into your own, and he might not take it well, and you might not work out. But she was giving her some good advice, and giving her a church lady speech, first lady speech. Monique's words, not my words. But then, like, Candace, like, she starts to jump in. I know what you guys are talking about. How it's different. Chris, if he's just a regular old man, and you guys were with men who were, well known and names in the streets. That's how I am, being in the pageants and being on TV. I'm the more famous person of the group. And I asked him to hold my purse, and everybody was looking at her like, I was looking at her like this. I was like, girl, you tried it. You ever talking about like she didn't say that, but she's like, I'm the more famous person in the group. I am the well-known person in this group. And Chris can't really handle what I have going on. I asked him to hold my purse. I was like, child, you was acting like he was your assistant. You was emasculating him. But she getting mad because Giselle and Monique were kind of like connecting with their laugh-ertation. That is not a word. They're laughing at Candace. I'm like, girl, you just made this whole thing of, I know how you guys as husbands and ex-husbands feel because I was in the limelight. I was in pageants. I was on TV. And Chris, he was none of that. So I know how it feels to be that famous person in a relationship. And that's like, you, my friend, tried it. I said it too. I'm like, girl, she's all upset. Like, oh my goodness. These two they don't even like each other, but they're laughing at me and they're calling me princess. But I'm like, girl, you were showing the signs of being what? A spoiled diva princess. Because earlier when she called Chris on the phone, she's like, look here, Chris. Look at my view. My view is of windows. I'm supposed to be in a French Riviera. And what do I see? No French or Riviera. I see the hotels, the window of the hotel right across the way. And he's like, girl, you're going to see the ocean eventually, right? Why are we complaining? But she sees that, he's the one who calms her down when she's on her, Princess Diva spoiledness. But yeah, so the next day, it's time to leave. Robin ain't nowhere in sight. Now I'm figuring that Robin and Giselle, they didn't cook the book so they can sneak off by themselves. Everybody there on time. Robin's still in the hotel with her robo and house shoes on. I'm like, girl, you are in France. You supposed to be out there seeing stuff, but you can't tell me these two didn't cook these up. Everybody's like, we'll wait. Just like, no. No, we said we were going to do these things together as a group. But if I do remember correctly, Giselle said that she and Robin was going to be chilling by themselves. Now, I don't remember if she told the group that, but that was already their plan. She don't want to go see no oils. She don't want to see no perfume, but she wants to know why the perfume connoisseur, which is Karen, she not all that interested in seeing a perfume, but my perfumes are, American made, and I can't do it. I can't, and I'm not going to even try to do her to Karen. impressions. But she was like, okay, I know what's wrong with you. You mad? You talking about my business partner. You mad because Ray wants to get with my business partner. And he was stalking her at a Christmas party. And now you mad at her. I'm like, where did that come from? Like, we just be just throwing stuff out of nowhere. And I was like, where did that come from? Then they show a picture of Ray. And like, Ray wasn't looking at the girl. But like, the zooming in of him made it seem creepier than what it was. So, y'all. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a response. Like always, I thank my subscribers and the people watching the video. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.